Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yellow. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. I got it. 15. Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, by controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
I don't need to. Smoke. 43.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let him know.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is the tight end fan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 9. Bang L.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow. Charlie. Check Mike 99. Drop deep. Check Mike 99. Cut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down now, Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double dog, that's the way.
On first down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 26, check 26. 15.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On second down, Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
36.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Watch QB drop. Mike 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike.
On second down and 4, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check 13. Check 13. You got tape. You got tape. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I don't need to.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Not today. Mike 9. Mike 9. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Mike 9. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get Mike 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ricky Seals-Jones. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. What a sensational punt return, 98 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. The pass there complete to Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Chiefs 21.
Yellow.
Broncos 6.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Easy. SOS.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Max 22, Max 22.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They complete it to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Swift, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And